Chris, Nelly, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg featuring DMX. Remember that? Dog versus Dog. Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz. Monica versus Brandy.
They got the tour.
Alicia Keys. Too Short, E40. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Oh man, you got the OGs, Red and Meth.
Cash Money versus No Limit Soldier.
Yo, the verses, man. Nah, the verses has been around for a long time. Look at all of the legendary. That was KRS versus Big Daddy Kane. Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills. There's so many legendary music. Soul Child.
Well, that's who you remind me of.
There's that.
Mr. Bling Bling himself, B. Actress, Bubba, Brian, and B. Pick one. It ain't no limit, baby. We done had rappers to come and go. I got everybody throwing stones. You know, you get down, they try to throw your family against you.
Hey, so you think there's gangbanging in hip hop?
That's what makes you strong, making your man when you know you're real hustle.
But you think it's gangbanging like more like turf stuff, or you think it's gangbanging more like musical gangbanging?
Like the Michael Jordan.
Gangbanging turf shit. Life, real life.
I ain't no ending with this here.
But before we get into that gangbanging and hip hop, we talking about this versus, man. Cash Money versus No Limit Soldiers. I thought I told ya.
This is the reason why I was saying that is because, you know, these two individual groups, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Right.
These two individual groups, you know what I'm saying, have done so much for New Orleans because to me, this is just me. I don't know about you. I don't know anybody else from New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a few other cats. But,
I'm just saying.
I feel you.
Me personally.
That's huge.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think these were the two most impactful groups to come out of New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where my family from.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Moms and pops.
Well, that's what's up.
From the NO.
You know, I had a long time. I had a hard pause. I was struggling to think of Master P as a New Orleans rapper because we known about him from the Bay Area.
Well, see, you don't know the history of the Bay. They was like they wasn't feeling P in the beginning, the Bay Area.
I didn't feel him. I didn't like him either.
I wasn't on him, but when it start pause. I wasn't on him, pause. But when it start catching legs, and I was feeling the ghetto's trying to kill me, and when he took that beat, that Top of the World beat off of Menace to Society, I think that is the ghetto trying to kill me. Yeah, I was like, okay, he's spitting. He had a couple of them, but yeah, no, Sibo and all of them, and JT and all of them, they was like, you know, the fans were kind of like, wasn't really feeling them. But when he started networking with them and putting out like West Coast Bad Boys, he started really gaining his name and stuff. You know.
That's interesting. Because West Coast Bad Boys.
That's one of my
So that means,
hardest
wait a minute. So
compilations. One of the best. That's like probably number 2 after Herm.
Because that's where I was going to say originally. Like,
Yeah.
we already had Bay Area compilations prior to his.
Not that many, not that many like that. Herm was first. We got the Cell Block. They started coming out a little bit after. But Master P is definitely number 1. I mean, number 2. Could be a number 1. Number 2, 3. He up in that top 5. That West Coast Bad Boy, the first one, he killed that. Everybody killed that.
But
Still
Master P was one that pretty much brought all of the Bay Area rappers together.
Right.
Herm was more of a San Francisco based compilation.
Right.
You see
but
what I'm
JT
saying?
also, because he shot to the crest. His story is dope. He shot to the crest looking for Mac Mall. He drove to the hood, pulled up in the bucket and picked up Mac Mall and did they thing. So all of them cats was really moving hard.
Well, that's...
I got one question about these verses. This versus No Limit versus Cash Money. Is Cash Money and No Limit hip hop?
No.
Okay. I disagree, but I can understand what you're saying.
No, they're not hip hop. They're just rappers.
Yeah, that's hip hop to me.
Well, I would take Juvenile as a hip hop.
I
But
mean,
everybody else, no.
Juvenile just, I mean, he is like the head of the game pretty much of everybody. He was one of the pillars of Cash Money, but this, see, that's what I'm saying. That, you know, that's hip hop to me. Cash Money, No Limit, that's hip hop.
You gotta stop putting everything hip hop. That's my problem. Like everybody, I understand that hip hop is
The umbrella.
the umbrella.
Right.
Underneath the umbrella is a lot of different genres that are part of hip hop. So I understand what you're saying as far as, well, yeah, it's all hip hop. I got that part. What part of hip hop are you? It's like we're all on the same football team, but what position do you play?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Are you an offense, defense, special teams?
Right.
And we all have to respect those different positions,
Fact.
even though they play for the same football team.
Right. Right.
So I can't just go around and just say, yeah, they're all hip hop. I got it. But what position do you play? For me, this is rap.
Well, see, because, okay, this is my take, and all right, is New Orleans can only do New Orleans. They grew up on LL Cool J. They was inspired by Run DMC. They was inspired by Houdini. All of these people from New York, they loved them, and they opened the door for them to do what they do. But they could only do what they do. They don't live like New York live. They don't live like Cali live. They got to do what they're doing. So while they backspinning it, oh, that's cool what New York got going on, and they graffitiing, and they dancing, and they doing their thing, then they start doing their music. They can't rap like that. They got to rap like this. And this is what we're doing while this is going on. But this opened the door for all of this. But this is how we coming. Just like the West Coast, when we got it, it
turned into gangster music.
Yeah, I was trying to make it sound better. Yeah, it turned into gangster music. Too Short got it. He porn rap.
Turned it into Mac music. Pimp music.
Pimp music, Bay Area. Right. So it's just, that's what I'm saying. To me, it's all hip hop, but we can only do what we do.
But
now you got people like the Bums from the Bay Area. Who do they sound like? Nas. If you play the Bums, they're like, you're sounding like them. What do you sound like? How do it sound in Oakland? What are you guys doing? Are you talking like that? Or are you talking about the game? Because that's what we're talking about in the Bay Area, the game. The player game, the Mac game, knocking the Beezy, doing this, Center Ho City. This is what we do. This is our hip hop. This is how we live. Now you got people that want to emulate that and sound like that and be like that. Just like nowadays, everybody sound like they from Chicago doing drill rap. New York and California sound like Chicago.
So you saying that there was no Bay Area hip hop?
Of course there was.
So like you have like Dale the Funky on Mercedes.
That's Bay Area hip hop. Now see, they don't sound like
New York rap
at all. They got their own thing.
But
Yeah,
it
the
falls under
hieroglyphics.
falls under hip hop though, right?
Also like Far Side, yeah.
Okay, and that's Los Angeles.
Right. And see, they wasn't like snooping them. They was doing them, but they wasn't biting that. But they, you know, they had that King T also.
But that's what
King T gets slept on. King T gets a lot. He don't get enough props. King T was hard, and the Alcoholics. Hard. That's hip hop for sure. I know you say King T and the Licks is hip hop. I gotta say that.
But that's the point that I'm trying to make. The point that I'm trying to make is that there is an umbrella. The umbrella is hip hop. Right. Underneath the umbrella is a lot of other genres that represent hip hop. Yeah. So even though you're saying, well, yeah, all the New Orleans dude, all they had was just this, so they wasn't backspinning and breakdancing and blah, blah, blah.
Well, they was, but they were just doing it. They had their own thing that they do. So they brought what they do to music, just like Atlanta brought what they do to music. All these regions just brought it our way, just like our San Francisco.
I would consider Ludacris hip hop.
Oh, come on, yeah. I mean,
but then Atlanta has trap.
Right.
Do you consider Ludacris trap?
I consider Ludacris. He could be on trap and hip hop. Ludacris is multi-talented. Hell yeah.
I didn't say that. I'm saying the music that he put out to let us all know who Ludacris is. Mm-hmm. Would you consider the music that we got introduced to, was that trap music?
I feel like it was Atlanta music.
That's not the question I asked you. See, and that's the point that I'm trying to make. We got to stop calling everything hip hop, bro.
I see, it's all came from the same place. Ludacris was inspired by the same people. Run DMC, Houdini, Grandmaster Flash. See, I'm going way early. All of the Grandmaster Flash, all of them inspired all of us. And we all interpreted our way. You know what I'm saying?
So if I was influenced by LL Cool J, but then all my music talks about selling crack, how am I really influenced by LL Cool J?
Because LL Cool J showed you that you could write a song about, or you could come up, you can rhyme to music, to what's going on. You was playing those tapes, which made you feel like, hey, I could do this. I could rap too. He over here rapping. I could rap.
But
let me talk about what I'm doing.
Okay, so what you're saying is I got introduced to hip hop by LL Cool J. Once I got introduced by hip hop by LL Cool J, I didn't. I'm just giving that as an example.
Well, he's one of the ones, but for me, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
Okay, but that's when I got introduced to hip hop. Once I got introduced to hip hop, I says, well, I see that I'm gonna go in this direction. That is one of the genres that's underneath the umbrella. Yes, it is hip hop. What part of hip hop do you fall into? Are you on defense? Are you on offense? Are you on special teams? Which position do you play? Are you a quarterback, wide receiver? All of these different positions these MCs or rappers play. Mm-hmm. They're different. So you can't keep calling everybody hip hop.
Yes,
because
you can.
they're not.
Because we're all playing football, right? Aren't we all playing football? Or are we playing soccer?
But do we
because you do defense, or because you're a running back, you playing a whole nother sport, or we all playing the same sport?
We all playing the same sport.
Then
I got you. I understand that.
Yeah.
But there's different teams.
Right, but it's still football.
But
it don't turn into ice hockey.
All right. So
it don't turn into tennis.
Okay. All right. So your point is that as long as I put two words together that rhyme, it's hip hop?
No. As long as you've been inspired by the same people, anybody in that age group, like say, take Luda for instance, he'll tell you, I was messing with Run DMC hard. I was slapping Run DMC. I wanted to be LL Cool J. Once, like, I grew up, we all grew up to all of this. That's why, I feel like New York feel biased and they feel like, oh, y'all can't have it, it's us. You know, they tell stories about Crush Groovin'. They tell stories about cats performing in New York and how New York looking at them like they ain't feeling them. Sheila E. And Sheila E told her story. She's like, New York wasn't feeling that. Because they like, mine, me, mine. So I feel like New York is like, mine, me. We did this. We started this. This is our thing. And it is. You started it, but you inspired us. What happens when you inspire? You should be proud. To some certain sense, you birthed all of these regions.
I'm glad you said that word birth.
Yeah, you birthed.
Okay.
All of these regions. Look, it went from this to this to this to this. Because if you ask me...
So if you got the same mama, same daddy, are all the kids going to come out the same? Are every last one of those kids that come out of the same parents, are they all going to be the same child?
No.
So it's different.
Yeah.
And they got different names too.
Right.
So does hip hop.
Okay. But back to this. I feel you. I mean, we can agree to disagree. But I'm always feel like it's all hip hop. I don't care what nobody says. And you got cats like Filthy Rich. He be like, man, F hip. He be like, I'm doing rap. I don't do hip hop. I feel like Filthy Rich and Jay Stalin is still hip hop. They just talking about Oakland.
So even though they told you that we don't do hip hop, you still say it like, nah.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Okay.
Because you know what?
But wait. So your opinion about their music, it seems to be more important than what they feel about the music that they actually make?
It's not more important.
So you're just slapping labels on everybody?
Yeah, absolutely.
But who are you?
I'm a fan. I'm a participant.
I got that. But don't you, as a person that is a fan and a participant, understand that, yes, there are differences?
Well, no, because see what it is.
So all of it sounds the same.
By the New York bias, that made niggas say F your hip hop. I'm rap. Because you don't accept me anyway.
Well, yeah.
So that's.
I mean, because I see no difference between Tribe Called Quest and NWA. There's no difference.
No.
There's no difference.
There is no difference.
They both sound the same.
NWA wasn't having. I mean,
NWA sounds the same way as Tribe Called Quest.
No, they don't. But
De La Soul sounds the same way as Ice-T.
No, they don't. But what the point is they're not. All of these New York cats. What did Dre say on the awards? He said LL Cool J made a song called what? I'm going back to Cali. I don't think so. He said LL Cool J, where you live right now? The whole crowd laughed. He said, I live in California.
That's not the point that I'm trying to make.
The point that I'm making is, it's still hip-hop. No, A Tribe Called Quest is not NWA. They're living two total different lives. A Tribe Called Quest wanted to be 5%ers, not get sucked into the drug game and the gang.
But then meanwhile, you got NWA talking about all about gang.
Because they living in the gang territory. This is gangland.
So it's the same. So I'm telling you, I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be a part of this. But somehow I am a part of this.
Right. Because
I put two words together that rhyme.
No, because you part of the whole culture. NWA DJ, they broke dance. They did you see NWA and the Posse is graffiti all on the walls behind them? What do you mean? What are our old school movies in the breaking time that was filmed in LA? There was break dancing. They was doing the same thing. They thought we was better than them. They got curls.
So wait a minute. So you hold on, time out. So you think break dancing is the same thing as pop locking?
No, no. I mean,
so what are you talking about?
They both just part of the culture.
Hold on. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. I got the message that you're trying to bring across.
Right.
Yes, it is hip hop. The fact of the matter for me is that there are different types of hip hop, and I feel that we should respect those differences in hip hop because it's not all the same. There are different ways to express hip hop And each one of those ways are unique to themselves.
Right.
And they've also branded other people to join in. So to say, I was influenced by NWA. That's why I rap this way. I was influenced by LL Cool J, and that's why I rap this way.
No. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I was influenced by LL Cool J, but
So
I'm rapping this way.
I'm influenced by LL Cool J, and LL Cool J.
I'm influenced by this, but when it's come time for me to rap what I'm doing, I'm rapping this way. I'm not rapping like this. But this influenced me. But when it comes time for me to rap, I gotta rap about what I see when I come outside, how my streets are.
So you mean to tell me that the way that you rap
when you watch Juice, that's nothing like Menace to Society. When they woke up in the morning, Pac wake up in the morning, he go and get the homies going to each building. Hey, woo, woo, hey. It's not like when NWA wake up or Ice Cube woke up to go to Dre house. You know what I'm saying? Walk down a California block with houses that look, damn, they look like they got money out here, but it's actually houses. These fools got tenements. They got buildings and blocks of projects. It's totally different. So you could be inspired by these projects and these blocks, but when it come time to rap, you rapped about coming outside and the homie on the front with a 40 ounce. So the homies on the front pushing, lifting weights in the front yard. The homies got a front yard.
So there's no 40 ounces on the East Coast. They're only in the West Coast.
They're on the East Coast.
Okay, so there's no.
But you ain't coming out to your front. You coming out to your front door and
so you mean to tell me that nobody on the East Coast ever came out of their house or out of their project and seen somebody drinking a beer?
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying they didn't come out to a front yard with a set of weights in it. They came out to see a door right here because we're in the project. I come out my house. My nigga right here. I walk down the hall. I go to some pissy hallway, jump in the elevator. I can go up on the roof. I'm doing different things. LA, I get up. I walk out the house. The homie's right here on the front. This is a house. This is not a tenement, or nothing like that. It's different. So how am I gonna talk like this if I'm living like this? But we're all doing music.
Okay. So now you just proving my point. There's a difference. Yes, it all falls under hip hop.
Right.
But there's differences.
Yeah.
And we should respect those differences.
Right.
So I said.
And then so it ain't no, once again, like in our other show that's not out yet. Oh, I'm hip hop and you're rap. You know what I respect about you though? When I asked you about Jay-Z and Biggie, you said they rap. I gotta respect that. I mean, I respect that because you're not just picking on the West Coast.
I
like most people, if you go to the East Coast, what? How dare you? Biggie is rap? Jay-Z is rap? You cursed. How dare you? No.
But that's the same as you.
So you loyal to your point. You're loyal to your point by saying Jay-Z is rap. The East Coast will look at you like you tripping. Jay-Z is hip-hop. So that's why I say I gotta respect you.
Jay-Z is involved with hip-hop music, but he raps. There are some people that are involved with hip-hop music, but do gospel.
If you ask Jay-Z if he's hip-hop or rap, what do you think his answer would be?
I don't know what his answer would be. I'm not in his mind.
Because as an MC, a true MC myself, I know when you ask me, I'm hip hop. That might stop a lot of sales. That might stop, I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to listen to his music. You got to be ready to take on what you're saying. So if I'm sitting here... They wear hip hop with a badge of honor. Rap is like, y'all niggas just rapping.
So what's the whole concept of backpack rap?
Is going beyond on focusing on lyrical talent like Kendrick. Lyrical talent, like super focused on the lyrics.
Is that the same way as you saying, well, I do love rap? So all my raps is about females. Is that the same as a backpacker?
No.
Okay. There are differences underneath the umbrella when it comes to hip hop. Hip hop has birthed different genres, and I think each one of those should be respected. And we shouldn't all mash them in as one. Each one has its own significance, and it stands out, and that's the best part about it, because you don't just have one style of music to listen to. You have various different styles to listen to.
Okay, because go ahead. Sorry, you have various styles to listen.
You have various different styles to listen to, and those people tend to gravitate to that and say, I represent hip hop, but I represent this style of hip hop. Yes, I represent hip hop, but I represent this style of hip hop.
But no, back to Cash Money. Cash Money, but that's a good fight. I was telling my homie, he was mad at me. Because he was talking about his girl, his girl was from the 2000s, so she for Cash Money. And we from the 90s, so we for No Limit. And I was like, no, I'm rooting for No Limit, but Cash Money then kind of did that, kind of overbeat them in industry-wise. Only because they got Drake, Nicki Minaj, and they still, like, damn near the top of the food chain. And Lil Wayne just... But, I mean, I would go with No Limit. But then a lot of those records, they admitted as time went on, a lot of those records, he put it out, it really didn't, he kind of went bankrupt and messed up. Cash Money is like real billionaires, like they really doing this and got the game in a lock still. Mm. But so I'll root for No Limit, and they got hits, they going hard.
Ghetto dope.
Right.
Make it crack to this.
But Cash Money got it for as the business and holding it down, because they still holding it down. Yeah. Still.
Longevity is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they morphed into Drake and Nicki, and
they turned into a bigger conglomerate.
Yeah.
No Limit kind of had their moment and then kind of fizzled out.
Then, like I was telling homie, I felt messed up because I love P, but he kind of fumbled. He kind of messed up the bag in the company.
He's selling cold cereal now.
Right? See, that's what I'm saying. They were still doing it. And then I love Silk.
Yo,
but come on, let's Master P turned into Tupac. C Murder wanted to be Tupac. Silk the Shocker wanted to be Mystical. It's like, I love P.
And they just was themselves, Cash Money.
Right. I love P, but he did bite off a lot of people coming up.
To be honest with you, I think Cash Money is more New Orleans than No Limit.
Well, P came to the Bay.
That's what I was trying to say. I had a hard time earlier on when we was talking.
Right.
I had a hard time trying to put Master P with this New Orleans, like, oh, all of a sudden you got an accent?
Well, before we knew he was from New Orleans, the little people that wasn't in the thick of everything, we like, oh, he left the Bay to blow up. He left the Bay and take it to a whole nother level.
Robbed everybody in the Bay.
Robbed,
we still out here like, what in the hell? Brought nobody along with him.
No. Fools did. Hey, JT told a story. He said in that beginning, P was like in the van, like let's hit the world. And JT was like, nah, I'm cool. He's like, I'm ghetto fabulous. I'm balling here in the Bay. I'm sick. Go ahead, y'all do y'all thing. He said that was the worst thing he ever did. That's like P took the game from the Bay and just bounced. But see, E40's uncle put P on. Believe it or not, JT put P on. P got a lot of game from JT. He got a lot of game from Uncle Charles. Them two was who really, that whole local scene, E40's uncle, Master P will tell you, and JT gave him that game, and he went to New Orleans, and ain't nobody in the Bay was that big besides a Too Short.
I don't even think New Orleans was ready for that.
Right.
Because when he went back out, I think they all still thought I gotta go to a major label.
Yeah. Yeah. We started the local because we didn't have anything. Like LA had, New York had, the Bay really didn't have anything.
Yo, the Bay got style. No one move a crowd. The way we move a crowd, turn the system hella loud. Show them how we get down.